Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome to a brand new video. In this video today, it is your preview for the Leeds United vs Bristol City game. Now, this is our last home game of the season, and it could be pretty emotional in the future because we don't actually know what's going to happen, but this could be Patrick Bamford's last game at Ellen Road. This could be Junior Firpo's last game at Ellen Road. They're the two main ones, right? Yeah, that I'm thinking of. It could be their last game at Ellen Road, especially Bamford, who's been here for 6 years. I would like him to get a start. We'll go into the lineup and talk about it, but I'd like Bamford to get a start in this game because it will probably be his last game that he plays for Leeds United. I do think he leaves at the end of the season, unless he stays. We still don't know. We'll talk about that at the end of the season and everything. But this is your Leeds United vs Bristol City preview, and of course, we still got a title to win. I'm not taking this lightly because we, as a club, don't win many trophies, especially in recent history. We don't win trophies, so I don't know where this entitlement of, the Premier League's all that matters. Of course, the Premier League was the first main thing, but now that we've got there and we are promoted, I care about the league. I care about the league. I want the title. You know, we don't win many trophies, and this honestly could be the last trophy we win in a long time. We could not win another trophy for 10, 15, 20 years. Let's be real. Let's actually be real about that. Now, do I think we'll probably win a title? I mean, I hope we win a trophy in that time, like a cup. But we may not win a trophy for a very long time. So it'll be nice to have at least a trophy before we go into the Premier League. You know, if we become like an established Premier League club, which I hope that's what we're going to do. I hope that's what we do, because I do not want to be back in the Championship. But if we do that, we're not going to win many trophies. We might not win any. So that's why I want us to win this trophy and win the Championship and go up as champions. Now, if you go through the last 6 meetings we've actually had against Bristol City, the last time we did play them was a 0-0 draw. Before then was a 1-0 Leeds United win. Before then was a 2-1 Leeds United win. We had a 1-0 Leeds United win, a 3-1 Leeds United win, and a 1-0 Leeds United win. So in the last 6 games, we won 5 out of the last 6, and there's been 1 draw in there. So in the last 6 meetings we've actually had against Bristol City, we have not lost. So we've been the better team in the last 6 games against Bristol City. I mean, you can go look at the form as well. Of course, we're first in the league on 27 wins, 13 draws, and 4 losses on 94 points. Meanwhile, Bristol City are in the playoffs, so this is not going to be an easy game. You know, they're battling it out to stay in the playoffs on 17 wins, 16 draws, and 11 losses on 67 points. So they're trying to finish inside the top 6 at the end of this season. And I give Bristol City a big shout to actually win the playoffs. Like, for me, they're a team that I'm looking at like, they could definitely win the playoffs. So they have the ability to go all the way and actually win the playoffs and play in the Premier League next season. They're actually probably my pick currently right now before the playoffs have even started. My pick are probably Bristol City at the moment. You look at Bristol City's form, they lost 1-0 to Burnley, and then after that they won their next 2 games, which was a 2-1 win against Watford and a 2-1 win against West Brom. They then drew against QPR 1-1. After that they did pick up another win, beating Sunderland 2-1. And in their most recent game, they did lose to Luton Town 3-1. So that's kind of a shock to them. Them losing to Luton Town was a big shock, to be honest. But I'm pretty sure like all the bottom teams, by the way, won on the all the bottom teams won on the weekend. So it was kind of a freak week, as in like all the bottom teams won, which is mad. But yeah, I am a bit worried in this game based off the fact that Bristol City are a strong team and going to be a difficult team to actually beat in this game. Like, if you go and look at the things that you see, like you look at Bristol City and their form, you know, you look at their form and they played very well this season. Their recent form is not bad. You know, 1 loss, 2 losses in their last 6, 3 wins and a draw. Like, that's pretty good. I know we have the better form, doing 4 wins and 2 draws. So we do have the better form going into this game. You go and look at the strengths for Bristol City. Their strengths are they're very strong at shooting from direct free kicks and creating chances using through balls. But they are also strong at creating long shot opportunities, coming back from losing positions, creating scoring chances, counterattacks, aerial duels, and defending set pieces. So they're very good at a lot of things. You know, they're good at a lot of things. Bristol City's weaknesses, they are weak at defending counterattacks and defending against skillful players. So I look at that and I look at defending counterattacks. You're going to be looking at what? Dan James on the counter if he plays. You're going to look at what? Solomon as well with the skillful players. You're going to look at Solomon. You're going to look at Nonto. You're going to look at these type of players that are going to be good for us, hopefully, going into this game at, you know, using their skills to get through and open some space for us. How I do think we'll line up in this game, I do think I don't know how many changes there'll actually be because Fark honestly wants the title, but this is what I would go with our lineup, and I hope this is what we go with, I guess. Adalo's going to start in goal, of course. Adalo will be in goal. Bogle will play at right back. You're going to have the centre-back pairing of Rodon and Ampadu. Yep. Junior Firpo will play at left back. You're then going to have the midfield two of Tanaka and Gruev. And the three in front of them, I think the three in front of them, we're actually going to go Ramazani on the right, Aronson in the middle, Solomon on the left, and Patrick Bamford up top. That's what I would go with, but I do think what Fark will do is the defence would stay the same, the keeper will stay the same, the midfield will stay the same, but it will be Nonto, Aronson, Solomon, Pirro. So I would change it up and play Ramazani on the right instead of Nonto. Keep Solomon on the left. I'd keep Aronson in the middle and then put Bamford up top. That's what I would do, but yeah, Fark is probably going to go with his strongest team because he does want to win the league and play Nonto, Aronson, Solomon, and Pirro. But yeah, going into this game, I am confident that we will win this game, and I'm hoping we do. I think it'll be a tight game, though, so I'm actually going to go Leeds United 2, Bristol City 1. Goal scorers, who's going to score for Leeds United? I actually am going to go Patrick Bamford to get a goal, because I really want him to get a goal, especially if this is going to be his last game at Ellen Road. I want him to get that goal at Ellen Road, you know, his final goal for the club. Even if he scores against Plymouth, you know, he's one of his last goals for the club, he gets to celebrate it at Ellen Road. It'd be nice for him to get a goal at Ellen Road if it is his last ever game there. And yeah, I'm going to say Bamford, and I'm going to say the other goal scorer, I think Solomon gets another one. I think Solomon scores. So I'm going to say Solomon and Bamford both score, and we win this game 2-1 in a very tight game, because Bristol City are a good team, as I said, and I think they have a massive shout at actually winning the playoffs. If you guys like the video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you are new, and leave a comment in the comment section down below. Can you guys leave me your score predictions, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.